Hello, this is my Defense of Leadership video. My name is Robert Jones, or Bobby Jones to all of you guys. I am working with my middle school colleague Danielle Tedesco to accomplish the professional goal of demonstrating and modeling how to analyze a sample piece of informational text, identifying key points, and supporting evidence within the text for all of the ELA classes in the middle school of St. John Youth School. This professional goal was based on the student learning goal that the percentage of students in the current 7th grade class would be meeting or exceeding a STAR Readings domain score of 80 or higher for the integration of knowledge and ideas in informational text will increase by 20% by the 4th STAR Reading assessment given this year. This is connected to the Common Core state standards in ELA literacy, RI 7.1 through 7.10, so 7.10. And that includes citing several pieces of evidence of textual evidence to support analysis of what the text says explicitly, as well as inferences drawn from the text, determining 2 or more central ideas in a text and analyze their development over the course of the text and provide an objective summary of the text. And finally, analyzing the interactions between individuals, events, and ideas in the text. This year, after the first STAR testing window, 15 of the 33 students in the 7th grade have a domain score below 80 for the integration of knowledge and ideas in informational texts. Good news, though, is 7 of those fall between a scaled score of 75 and 79, so they were actually pretty close. And the lowest, though, having a domain score of 50. We are currently in the second STAR testing window and are looking forward to seeing if there is any improvement after the lesson that Danielle gave. Danielle and I met on September 30th and October 3rd. Both times after grade level meetings to discuss the professional goal and student learning goal and how she will implement the lesson with the students and the ongoing progress monitoring that we will take. She based the Analyzing Informational Text lesson on plans that I found on the Utah Educational Network. This is because due to the fact that that it was already Common Core aligned, and it came pre-planned out with sample text and thinking map templates for the students and procedures and outcomes for the teacher, so it was easy to integrate into lesson plans. During my prep period on October 6th, I was able to observe part of the lesson as it was given to the students in the 7th grade class and was able to debrief Danielle after school that day. During my observation, the students, for the most part, looked actively engaged during the modeling part of the lesson. Although I did notice that several of the students in the back of the classroom were either daydreaming or talking quietly with each other, even though they thought I wasn't looking or Danielle wasn't looking. And when I brought this up during the debrief, Danielle noted that the lesson had her highlight parts of the text and fill out the thinking map on the smartboard, which is found in the front of the classroom, so that necessitated her having to stay in front of the class. For coaching on my part, I recommended that she have students highlight the text themselves on the smartboard, so they would actually, once they've given their answer, they would actually go up and highlight the part of the text that they said was the answer for the question that she gave. This would allow her the freedom to continue walking around the room, ensuring that all students were actively engaged in the lesson. The pair share portion of the lesson, though, had the students actively engaged with one another. They were all interacting and participating, and each pair was held accountable to give at least one example and analyzation from the text. So everyone needed to be prepared, just in case they were picked. During the debrief, I did note the lack of use of the students' technology during the lesson. Seeing as we are a one-to-one bring your own device school, we both agreed that the students will use their devices more for this sort of lesson once we integrate our online subscription to the LA Times. And this will be integrated into a weekly refresher on how to analyze informational text based on the template of the lesson completed. We've actually come up with a name. We're going to call this article breakdown. So that's what the weekly lesson is going to be called for the kids. Danielle also expressed her concern with the amount of grading and paperwork that this will add, and I noticed that she already had quite a bit of papers on her desk to grade, as many of us teachers do during this time of year. I recommend the use of the Schoology app to consolidate the assignments, and that way she had everything in one place, all of her assignments in one place, and eliminated the need for those hundreds of printed out reports and assignments. She also expressed interest in using this app, and we are currently scheduled to meet together on the 21st of October so that I can show her how to use the app. In order to monitor the progress of the students in their student learning goal, we will do this in several ways. The first way is through the students' participation and completion in the weekly article breakdown sessions that Danielle will be giving during ELA, and utilizing the template from the lesson on analyzing informational text and our school's online subscription to LA Times. The second way will be through assessments given through our school's STEMscope science program, which I run. The students need to analyze it's online, so once again it's using technology, and students must analyze text and articles with information related to the module that we are in, and then they need to answer several questions to basically see if they understood the text that they were reading and whether they were able to analyze the text properly. And then the final way will be through our STAR testing data, and we will have further evidence for this after the students complete the second testing window this week. This concludes my defensive leadership video. Thanks for watching.